If you're feeling like you're not on the ball, and you're a bit adrift, and suddenly emotional, and you're unsure where you're going, and slipping fast, well, don't lash out. Have a laugh instead with life's funniest moments. We've got a boy who's rejected and a man who's magnetic, a guy who can't jump, and another who goes thumb, a young tot that tumbles, and a fisherman that fumbles. All on life's funniest moments. Get ready, it's Child's Play. Sophie refuses to dance with Alex, which hurts his feelings. But maybe he should think about that the next time a certain little girl named Sophie asks him to trade half a cupcake for an entire salami and mustard sandwich. The noonday meal is supposed to be a time of family harmony. But this little boy thinks it's funny to give his sister a bop on the head. Well, he doesn't know his history, because there's an old saying that goes, "Those who live by the ball, cry by the ball." David wants a kiss from Fiona, who doesn't feel like it, and then suddenly does. Holy smokes. He can't believe it. He just got a kiss from old fickle Fiona of Fayetteville. Way to go, David. When you consider the price of gas, amusement park entry fees, and meals, maybe letting your kids ride the couch cushions is worth it. Just for the price of an occasional bandage. Today, this baby has been handed to a clown, led on a fashion runway show, and before an entire audience of people taking pictures. I would say that a little crying, lying down, and wanting to go to mommy is still getting through this thing with flying colors. Get ready to get easily amused. The dog wants that bird out of the laundry basket. Oh, not that he has anything against the parrot. He just knows that this is the day they wash colors, not whites. Why your lawn is brown despite constant watering.
Oh, that's good. Can't get enough. Oh, yeah.
You know why this peppy Pomeranian is so anxious to fetch that ball? Because when he brings it back, his master rewards him with another jelly bean. Look at Patches shoot those rubber bands. Her aim is pretty good. It's funny how this will get you rewarded if you're a dog and punished if you're a third grader. Say hello to the winner of this year's Tour de Dunce. Set your VCRs on laugh. It's life's funniest moments rewind. Now arriving in beautiful Puerto Vallarta. Please note our stop will be brief. But there should be time for swimming. Little Margaret has such a pretty smile. She'll never need braces. But she might need glasses. Last year, Brian missed the Christmas recital, and the year before, he went to his aunt's house. So this year, he figured he was going to give the audience their money's worth on every word. Instead of slippery when wet, the warning here should be, you'll get wet when it's slippery. This is tip number 33 of things to do in your hotel room when the cable TV is busted. He was an excellent hiker. Everyone agreed. But the issue about him turning pro, which no one could step around, was that he was a tiny little poodle. Chuck is a world-class sportsman. Never mind his footage of him on skis. But you have to remember, Chuck is an expert marksman, where the objective is to hit things. This may look like some folks out having fun on the farm, but the truth is, they're working. It's planting time, and if they do well enough at market, next year, they're going to invest in a bigger plow. Of course, they might just have to do it this year on a credit card. Grandpa Stern decided to get some exercise to increase his strength at napping. Coming up, some acrobats try a floor exercise, and an amateur plumber unleashes a bummer. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. Get your laugh groove on, because we got some smooth moves. These kids have just shown up to spend their Saturday picking vegetables. All except little Sally, who pretends to hurt her ankle. Yeah, she's got it figured out after all. She didn't just fall off the turnip truck. When you're trying to catch something so big it takes your rod and reel, maybe you should quit while you're ahead. Yes, the dance team had their moves down. But things fell apart when Sonata got to her solo. Then it was all me. Lydia is helping her sister achieve her dream of becoming a gymnast so she can have the thrill of victory. Although right now they're working on the agony of defeat. After 6 weeks of practicing for the audition, the Cranes had to face some hard facts. They couldn't get their dance moves down, and Bye Bye Birdie wasn't even about birds. Who says you need to pay for a high-priced professional plumber when you can fix the plumbing problem yourself? We do. Ooh, this guy takes a tumble. Boy, we bet when he got on the conga line, he never thought this video would turn out embarrassing. These iguanas fight a lot, but they seem to agree on one thing. When it comes to getting snacks and being cuddled, it's better to be kittens than reptiles. Between the feathers and the moves, Bruce knew only one thing. He was born to dance, dance, dance. Here, little Maurice is getting his dream gift, and he can't wait to take it for a ride.
Ben oui, c'est à toi, Nicolas. Es-tu content? Oh!
Attention, il n'y a rien d'ajusté.
Hey! Ton bicycle pour aller dehors. Tu vas y aller?
We don't know why, but suddenly Maurice is dreaming about a big bag of marbles instead. Okay, on 3, everybody chuckle in place. It's exercise. Note for the lab journal. It was a special day in the super strength experiments. The Power Biscuits have proven amazingly successful, but now we'll need an exercise wheel made out of titanium. Corky was willing to play with his owner, but he was also perfectly happy to drink water from a bowl. Air sleds move fast, so you can get banged up. But the nice thing is, if you twist an ankle, it's easy to get down the hill and no problem getting a cold compress. Some people think Osgood is obsessed with balloons. But after watching him for a long time, we can report that we don't think he's obsessed with balloons. We think he's obsessed with not having balloons. Oh yeah, well, there's no doubt on that one. Coming up, a baby rocks till he drops. And another tries slam dancing. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. Nothing's more fun than laughing at your buddies.
Stop following me.
Stop following me.
I'm not following you.
I'm not following you.
Cut that out.
Cut that out.
I'm serious.
I'm serious.
Stinky says what?
What?
Gotcha.
Shoot.
This was the last time Lady would babysit a Cootamundi. It took her half the night to get him to sleep. And now she can't move a muscle until his parents come home. If you come home to find two dogs wrestling a raccoon on the couch, we're guessing you have a hole in the roof or too big a cat door. Look at that ferret bothering that much bigger cat laying on the carpet. We know it's shocking how bold it is, but that style of carpet was popular in the 70s. No matter how shiny it made his hair, this was the last time Joseph would use the fish oil supplement shampoo. Who's gonna laugh? You are. It's baby talk. Look, Bobby is coming over to tell Sheila he's sorry for taking her toy. And it seems like she accepts. It's good that they both understand an apology. Because in a minute, he's gonna have to do it all over again. This little fellow is in quite a hurry. To become a stuntman. Don't want to get too sentimental, but this clip proves the smaller they are, the cuter they fall. Coming up, a slip in the slip. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. On this week's episode of Fibblies, Believe It or Don't, the mystery of Driftwood Island. Off the coast of New Zealand sits an isolated island filled with the finest sculpting driftwood in the world. But for an unexplained reason, the driftwood likes to stay there. Believe it or don't.